Yeah, we can definitely feel that small urge of power comparing to other scooters in the same segment. Can we do 100? Hello REVSOUL here, welcome you all guys to a new video. After so many requests from you guys, finally I just got hands on the Hero Xoom 125, the big scooter in the 125cc category. So without spending any more time, let's get to know about this Xoom 125. Starting with the paint finish itself, this motorcycle has got a blue and somewhat a gold and grey mixed finish painting. I absolutely love the blue color, especially while sitting beneath the sunlight. We can find that glittery effect for this blue color. I don't think you guys can properly see that glittery effect through my camera, but definitely it's so much beautiful for the Xoom 125. And the front section, we can find that aggressive looking LED DRLs for the scooter, and we can also find that dual project LED headlamps that provides decent light through in the night time. The front section looks absolutely aggressive for the scooter. And looking at the indicators, we get the sequential indicators, not the ordinary indicators. Of course, we get the beautiful looking sequential LED indicators for this Hero Xoom 125. After like carving out an aggressive scooter in the front section, Hero just forgot to put that design to the rear section also, because just look at the rear section guys. Rear section doesn't look that good for this Hero Xoom 125. Even though we get the proper LED head tail lights, the rear section doesn't look that kind of great for the scooter. But those things apart, let's look on the boot space of this Hero Xoom 125. Just turn to left side to open the boot space. Of course, we get a decent kind of a boot space for Xoom 125. We can easily fit in a half-face helmet. We also get LED lighting for accessing it in the night time, and the hinge quality is also proper, no bad quality hinges for this Hero Xoom 125. And looking on the seats, we get the lengthy and wider seats for Xoom 125, and comfort wise it's okay, because of this pattern the rider's comfort is not that great while switching back to rear while on the ride and getting on the scooter. Before that, let me just change the view for you guys, because it's so much sunny out there, you guys can't properly see the meter console. Okay, now let's get on the scooter and feel the seat height. The scooter has got a seat height of like 777mm. Even after putting the main stand, I have complete planet foot. And looking at the handlebar switches, we get the basic switches. The light functions, pass, bright, dim, everything integrated in a single switch. We get the indicators, the horn, right side, the I3S function, and the ignition, completely basic switches. And this is the key area. We can access everything from this area itself. The fuel cap opening, the boot space opening, everything can be accessed from this location itself. And this is the key for Hero Xoom 125, a very basic key from Hero. And turning on the meter console, we get a digital meter console with fuel indication, speedometer, time, odometer, trip function, and pressing this mode button we can jump to trip 2. We get the Bluetooth connectivity, so turn by turn navigation, everything can be accessed from there. And we also get the average kilometer and the fuel range for this scooter from this meter console. So it's definitely a completely useful meter console for the scooter. Now let's check the engine for the Xoom 125. Even though we say 125, the scooter only gets like 124.6cc single cylinder air cooled engine, and the scooter is definitely the fastest as per as Hero, because the scooter can achieve like 0 to 60 in like 7.6 seconds, which makes the scooter the fastest in the 125cc category. And because the engine also put out like 9.9 PS power and 10.4 Newton meters of torque, so it's definitely the fastest 125. And to stop this fastest 125, we have got the 220mm disc rotors with the bi-brake 2-piston calipers. We got the proper braking bite from this front brakes itself. The bi-brakes doing their work properly. In the rear, just like other scooters, we get the 130mm drum brake setup in the rear side. And talking about tires, which is one of the other varying thing from other scooters, because we get a 110 section tires for the scooter. Just look at the tire size guys, it's so much bigger comparing to other scooters in the same category. And we also get the bigger 14-inch wheels for the Hero Xoom 125, which are the things that make the scooter a bigger scooter in the 125cc category. And in the rear side, we get the 120 section tires, so it's definitely a bigger tires, a bigger shoes for this Hero Xoom 125. And We also get pocket spaces in the front so that we can put our bottles or phones while on the ride, and we also get a type A charging port. It's so much harder to get that while using the gloves. Okay, this is a type A charging port which we can use while on the ride, and that's it. And before going for a short ride, let me just make you guys hear the exhaust note also. It's so much silent out there with this 125cc, so let me just give a bit of a throttle too. Just from the exhaust note, we can know that this is a completely reliable engine Hero just provided for this Hero Xoom 125. So let's go for a short ride on the latest Xoom 125, guys. I almost forgot to talk about the suspension, guys, because the scooter comes with a stiffer suspension with telescopic hydraulic suspension the front side and a spring type suspension the rear side. It's so much stiffer that we can compare that to like the Ntorq 125. Okay, now let's talk about the other things while on the ride. And finally we have reached the highway, so let's see how the all new Hero Xoom 125 performs. I think there's a proper open road to show you guys 0 to 60. Okay, let's do the 0 to 60. We have the proper open road. Yeah, we can definitely feel that small urge of power comparing to other scooters in the same segment. Now let's check the top speed. 94, 95. Can we do 100? And here we get the 100 kilometers per hour on Hero Xoom 125. And the performance wise, yeah, we can definitely feel the performance change from the other scooters in the same category. And I think we have a proper road for brake testing also, so let's do the braking test also at 45. Okay, that was quick. Even though the scooter doesn't have any ABS function, but we can definitely feel that proper braking on the scooter, guys. Let me take a U-turn first, then continue the ride. And taking U-turn also no problem, no issue, it's so easier. And talking about the fuel efficiency, Hero claims the scooter can get up to like 52 km per liter, but I don't think so. We can get average of like 45-48 km per liter on the scooter, and for this performance those are like decent fuel efficiency ranges. And I've also shown you the braking, and if you guys need a proper ABS system, just wait for a few months or days, because there will a proper upgradation of the Hero Xoom 125, the ABS, and if lucky we can also get a proper tail end section too for the scooter. And talking about the pricing, right now the Hero Xoom 125 cost about like 1,18,000 rupees on road Kerala Trivandrum. For that pricing is a bit competitive to the TVS Ntorq 125 with a similar characteristic engine, with the same similar suspension setting. Everything is similar to the TVS Ntorq 125. And quality wise, there are some needed changes for this Hero Xoom 125, because the panel gaps in the front is not that looking great for the scooter. The quality wise it's so much depressing. And suspension wise, since we have got the stiffer suspension, it's so much fun to ride within the cities, and taking it to corners will be much fun. But the drawback is going through uneven roads, suspension doesn't absorb that greatly, since we have got the stiffer suspension for this Hero Xoom 125. And vibration, yeah, we do feel vibrations in the footboard area a bit, but that can be completely eliminated by putting a rubber mat, which Hero does provide, so that we can completely ride the scooter comfortably with those kind of minimal vibrations. And like I've said before, those kind of irregularities won't be absorbed by the suspension that quickly because of the stiffer settings. But it's so much fun riding the Hero Xoom 125. And that's it guys for the review of the Hero Zoom 125. I think I have shown you much of the details of the scooter, and if you guys have any doubts, feel free to comment. I'll be there clearing your doubts. So let's catch up in the next video. Until then, bye bye.